Model 3 may have set a new record, we get some more software version 9 updates, and Model S and Model X lessees might have an early exit. This is Tesla Tidbits episode number 445 for September 7th, 2018. We start the show at Inside EVs, where their monthly sales scorecard has been released, and Model 3 has set another new monthly sales record in the United States. Now, it should be noted that Inside EV's numbers for Tesla are only estimates, and they could be wildly wrong. However, their track record of accuracy is superlative. So just as the case was in June, Tesla's best competition is themselves. Model 3, Model X, and Model S took the top spots on the leaderboard in that order. Model 3 again is lapping the competition many times over, notching 17,800 sales in August. Model X tallied 2,750 sales in the month, and Model S had 2,625. The closest non-Tesla competitor, regardless of being plug-in hybrid or battery electric, was again the Prius Prime plug-in hybrid, which sold 2,071 cars in the month. The nearest battery electric was the Nissan Leaf, selling just 1,315 cars in the month. With this result, Model 3 outsold every EV competitor for the second month in a row. To be clear, that's all EV competitors combined for the second month in a row. But beyond that, they're now taking over in the mainstream market. Tesla outsold several well-known brands in total in August. Some you may have heard of are Audi, Mercedes-Benz, Acura, Porsche, and Jaguar. And it should be noted that they were only a touch more than 600 behind BMW for the month. I suspect they'll overtake them next month without much issue as the Model 3 ramp-up continues to progress. Model 3 has truly brought Tesla to mainstream luxury competition. The question will be whether the company can keep expenses under control to meet their goal to turn a profit with all this newfound revenue. Now we go visit Elon's Twitter feed and Electrek to pick up some more information about the upcoming version 9 release of Tesla's software for its cars. As I mentioned last show, we should have been seeing the software released any day now, according to Elon's statement on the timeline for the release of the software. But as I also said when reporting that time frame, we shouldn't get too attached to timelines that Elon gives. I'd say he made me look clairvoyant, but predicting that Tesla will not meet a self-imposed deadline by Elon isn't exactly a bold prediction, carrying all the risk of sitting on your couch in the comfort of your own home. Elon was asked on Twitter by @Andrew_Gold_ about when we might expect to see version 9. Elon answered saying, quote, "I'm running in my car, but it's not right yet. Hopefully we'll release to advanced early access users in a week or two, then more broadly toward the end of the month." End quote. So, us mere mortals might be able to see the new hotness in October, but no promises for sure. So that's the bad news. But the good news is we get some more info about what we might find in this update. As I said last show, the Drive on Nav feature seemed to be a mystery, but Electrek believes they've uncovered its purpose thanks to a source familiar with the software. It would seem the feature is somewhat of a half step toward on-ramp to off-ramp autopilot. If the driver has enabled navigation to a destination, the car will suggest lane changes to the driver based on the route to ensure that the driver is in the right position to take each exit as necessary. To be clear, the car will not do the lane change automatically. It will simply alert the driver that they should consider a lane change. Because of this, it's possible that all autopilot-equipped cars may get this feature, not just AP2 cars with enhanced autopilot. The source also confirmed that there will be more feature alignment coming to Model 3 as well, with calendar, energy, and web browser applications making their way to the car. Lastly, Elon addressed an issue that I wasn't thrilled with, which is the giant nav screen that will soon always be on. Again, @Andrew_Gold_ got Elon's attention asking, quote, "Can you also add a feature to V9 to turn off screens in the car while driving, only showing speed? Tap to turn back on," end quote. Elon responded saying, quote, "We'll add a fade mode with only essential info," end quote. Wouldn't expect to see this one anytime soon, but glad to hear it's being considered. To me, the massive nav screen when I don't need it is a giant distraction, and I'm glad to have a way to lessen the distraction. Some great info all around for the upcoming version 9 software. To end the week, we finish at Electrek, where they have news on an incentive for Model S and Model X lessees. According to the article, Tesla has been pretty strict about letting people out of their lease early without any penalty, unless there was some sort of special circumstance. It would seem that they've added a new special circumstance to the list, which is that the lessee decided to lease or buy another new Model S or Model X. The catch is that the vehicle must be delivered before September 30th, which means that the vehicle would certainly have to come out of inventory rather than be a custom configuration. So, if you'd like an upgrade and can find a vehicle in inventory that lines up with your wishes, you can take an early upgrade at no penalty. Check out the links to the full stories in the show description. Also, please consider supporting the show financially through Patreon at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. Thanks as always to our super patrons supporting the show at the $10 plus level. They are John Waltauer, Drew Schuyler, John Waller, Mark and Sarah Thomas, Ryan Scarborough, Lee Sweet, William Henry Crew III, Dory and Steve Guberman, Bruno Kundici, Joey Boots, Ralph and Cheryl Waterhouse, Adam Rammer Brown, Megawatt Photovoltaic Development, Todd Sullivan, Robert Healy, Mitch Long, Zortec LED Canada, Morgan Ogg, Blake Thompson, Raymond and Deborah Malkowitz, T-Sportline, Michael Pastroni, and Travis and Cheyenne Rush. If you're looking to purchase a Model S, Model X, or Model 3 Performance, you can enjoy free supercharging for the life of that vehicle and hook me up with some Tesla swag if you use the referral link ts.la/Jim50888 to purchase that vehicle. That's ts.la/JIM50888. If you can't support with dollars, though, feel free to leave a positive review for the show instead. If you have feedback for me, as always, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits and use the hashtag AskTeslaTidbits if you'd like your question to be considered for the show. That is it for this week. I'll see everyone back here again Monday. Until then, keep it charged and hit the road.